This ultra wide kind of goes crazy. And I just want to be able to place the rows. Pika, stay inside.
Wanna go to the back?
Oye, hijo, tengo unos. ¿No están grabando? Ah, unas meditaciones, hijo, de San Señor San José. Son 30 por ahí.
I'm just gonna start this whole video over. You guys like my new ride? Welcome back to the channel. Well, it's a nice day out. It's a little windy, but hopefully the wind muff is doing its job. This mic is from forever ago, so hopefully all audio quality in general is fine. But yeah, I decided to come out here, sit in the sun, sit around my niece's lovely sidewalk art. But today I'm going to be starting a new photo challenge I set up for myself. This challenge is going to be shooting an entire roll of film around one subject. And that subject is going to be this rose. The inspiration came from this because I bought this rose yesterday for a completely different reason and ended up not using it for that reason. So now I want to do something with it. And I was like, perfect. I'll just take pictures of it. Why not? So I'm going to be carrying this rose around with me wherever I go and placing it in whatever scene, lighting, anything that I see fit that would make it look nice, and shoot this entire roll of film. This film is from a brand called Dubble film, and the actual film name is called Bubblegum. I honestly have no idea where I got this or where I even heard of it, but it's been sitting in my fridge for a while now, so this felt like a good time to use it. I do remember that it's supposed to have a pinkish tone to the pictures, which makes sense because it is called bubble gum. So I, add pink tones, red rose, it just made sense in my head. It was either this or Portrait 160, so I went with this. Get a little bit more stylized just to see how the film looks, and maybe I'll add a little bit to the challenge as well. The camera I'm going to be using is my Olympus Stylus point and shoot. That is because it's small, and like I said, I'm going to be carrying the rose with me everywhere until I finish this roll of film, and I just want to be able to put it in a scene I like and take a picture of it. I don't want to have to worry about focusing with an SLR or any other manual settings. I just want to be able to put it there and point and shoot. So I'm going to go ahead and load up the film now and start taking an entire roll of pictures with just one subject. Let's get it. This is an ISO 400 film, by the way. Tinted with sweet tones. Nice. Drop the camera. I don't know what's going to happen if I put the battery back in. Well, there's a roll of film in there.
How expensive is film?
Oh, nice. It kept the marker.
eso.
Okay, so I was coming out to set up for this next video, this next shot. Oh, look at what is it? Oh, my tripod just broke. What? Look at what arrived in the mail for the next video. No wind today, just the birds chirping. Okay, well, this is a very nice surprise. I literally walked out and saw it and I was like, oh, that's nice. But anyways, still shooting this roll of film. I'm currently on frame 20, so I shot a good amount yesterday. I did take it to work, and I should have known that they were going to be nosy and ask why I have a rose. And they didn't just stop at why do I have a rose, and I tell them, well, it's for a photo challenge. They are very nosy and continue like, oh, why a rose? Oh, why just one rose? Oh, what photo challenge? Is it for fun? Is it for something? Is it for school? They all know I don't go to school, but what am I supposed to tell them? What am I supposed to tell them? Oh, it was actually for a girl and for a romantic date I had planned, and she actually stood me up. No, I don't tell them that. It sounds sad, and I'm just taking pictures of it. That's all it is. Can a man take pictures of a rose? It's a nice sunny day. I'm gonna roll around on my rollerblades and see if I can finish this roll of film today. Well, I'm gonna finish it today, but see if I'll finish it while I'm rollerblading around. We'll see what shots we can get. Yeah. Blood trigger warning. If you don't like blood, look away. But I had a little mishap rollerblading just now. Is it weird that I want to somehow take a picture with my broken hand here? This hurts. Look, ow, ow. I think I only have one picture left. It's at 37, so I'm assuming I probably have one left. Unless when I initially loaded it, where it messed up, you know, I hope it didn't actually mess up the loading and now it's all messed up. But anyways, I think I have one picture left. So I think it'd be cool if I tried to, you know, rose plus blood. That'd be, you know, artsy. Alright, well, this is actually going to be the second time recording this outro for this video. Hopefully the audio does not mess up this time. But yeah, I'm trying out the new wireless mic that I got, and I think it just wasn't connected correctly, so the audio was a little messed up, so here I am recording again. Anyways, so now that I have developed and scanned the film and gone through them all, first things first, I don't think I am a fan of the Bubblegum film. I don't know if it was because of the way I scanned it, or edited it, or even developed it. And I read some reviews before I shot it that said that the tones, the pink tones are kind of subtle. But I don't know. I just was not a fan of it. As for the challenge itself, it was definitely a little difficult, but I think what made it more difficult is the fact that I was using my point and shoot, the Olympus Stylus. I said at the beginning that I wanted to use it because it's a point and shoot, so that way I can just put the rose in whatever scene I wanted to and just take the picture right there. But since I was shooting one subject by itself, I think it would have been better to use a tighter lens so I can get that subject, more detailed pictures of that one subject within that one scene, instead of capturing the whole scene with just my one subject just kind of just being there. So yeah, for this challenge, if I could go back and change one thing, I would definitely use a tighter, probably an SLR, to use a tighter lens, because I think some of these pictures would have came out way better if I did have a tighter lens and not the 35mm that is on the Olympus. And as for the pictures I did take, there's nothing too crazy. I didn't take anything print worthy, really. But in saying that, some of these pictures I did like. So let's go through some of them and talk about some of the ones I did like. At the start, the tricycle ones, these specifically, I feel like if I would have had a tighter lens, these would have been so much better. And then the picture with the rose up against, backlit with the sun, I'm not entirely sure why it turned purple around it, but I actually think that's pretty cool. Pretty cool effect. And then later on that day, when I took the rose to work, before going into work, I just was playing around with the sun coming into my car, but specifically the one with the rose in front of the steering wheel. That might be my favorite from the roll. I just love how the lighting's coming in. There's a sun flare as well. It's almost cinematic in a way. At work, I liked the scene where I put the rose on the money. It's a nice little juxtaposition, the dirty, nasty money juxtaposed next to the pretty green and red rose. The darker one without the flash, because I tried with and without the flash, I feel like it could be like the single cover for a rap song or something. And then after my little rollerblading accident, when I got back home, the lighting was just coming in close to sunset, kind of like how it is right now. And the leaves of that flower in my house were already knocked down, so the leaves plus the lighting come in. I was like, oh, that's perfect to try to capture my bloody hand. Unfortunately, you can barely even tell there's a cut there. If you didn't watch this video and then saw those pictures, you might not even know that I had a cut on my hand and I was bleeding out. But besides the fact that you can't see my blood, I liked it. Again, the lighting was really good. It's one of the biggest things with anything, but with these pictures, it came down to the lighting, to be able to see some of the pink tones more. I think that's the roll. Again, nothing too crazy. It was mostly to challenge myself. It was a really good challenge to, again, challenge the creative mind. And even though I don't really like these, not that I don't like them, but nothing too crazy. It's just part of the creative process. Sometimes you got to challenge yourself and kind of think outside the box, or think in a way you wouldn't think in your normal work. So I think it's really good to have these photo challenges. I hope you guys enjoyed the images. Maybe you enjoyed them more than even I did. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I have another challenge in mind, and I think this one's going to be even more challenging and fun. This one was fun, but I think I didn't really restrict myself enough. I think the tighter lens would have been more restriction and definitely would have produced better images, I think. So maybe I'll redo this challenge in the future. But until then, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the images. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And that is it. See you next time. Peace.